Hi guys, it's your girl Valentina, nicknamed the African Dominican. You will not believe what happened to me this week. Okay, this is kind of a sad, happy, annoying, irritating, flattering story. So I met this famous Dominican called El Dotol Nastra. He's one of Alofoke's radio hosts. Alofoke is like a very popular Dominican radio station. They have more than 5 million plus followers on social media, okay? Across social media platforms. On YouTube alone, Alofoke has, I think, over 4.64 million followers on YouTube alone. So imagine on IG and other platforms. So anyway, El Dotol Nastra worked for Alofoke. His real name is Vincent Carmona Arias, and I hope I said that right. He has millions of followers on social media. On YouTube alone, he has 1.24 million subscribers. On TikTok, he has more than 2.2 million followers. And he has other followers on other social media. So he's a very famous guy. He's a big deal. My point of this video is not to bash El Dotol Nastra. I think he's a very good guy. I don't know him personally, but I feel like he's a hardworking guy. He's Dominican. He's a black Dominican, so he's a brother. And I really admire the fact that he made it this big in his field, especially being a black Dominican. I'm sure that was not an easy task. He's very charismatic from what I gathered and very intelligent. Anytime I see a brother, my people, he's part of the African diaspora. When you see him, you think it's my cousin from one of my villages in Africa, Yeah. So I have nothing against him. He's my brother, he's my people's, And I really admire the fact that, he rose to fame. He has charisma, he's charming, he's intelligent. People love his personality. So, kudos to him for making it this big in life. People say that his net worth is between 1 to 5 million USA dollars. So he's pretty rich. He's a millionaire, right? So, for a brother to make it that big, he deserves all the credit. So I'm not bashing him. I actually admire him for his hard work, and he created good work. He's a content creator. He's a radio host, and I guess he does other things too. And he seems like a really nice guy. And like I said, he's a brother. He's a black Dominican, and he's part of the African diaspora. He definitely looks like he has more than 80% African in him. So he's my people's, And I'm not gonna be mad at him for what he did, but I just hope that this will be a learning lesson, not just for him, for others as well. It will be a learning lesson to just appreciate people in their work and just give them proper credit. All right. And El Dotol Nastra, I don't know if you're watching this or if you're gonna see this. Maybe you will. I don't know. I don't even know how he found me, guys. I don't even know how he found my content. But if you watch this, my brother. So anyway, guys, I met him this week virtually, not in person yet, but I might meet in person. Who knows? He knows I exist. Obviously, he took my work. I don't want to say steal. Well, he stole my work, and he put it on his Instagram page and didn't even give me credit. So I'm out here in my feelings, about to make this video and cuss him out. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I come in good faith, okay? Oh, and speaking of African Dominican, I know some of you are probably wondering if I'm Dominican. No, I am not Dominican. I'm a proud African, all right? African Dominican is a nickname given to me by an Afro-Latino, because they saw that, yay, I'm African and I love Dominican culture, which is deeply rooted in African culture. So really, Dominican culture is African culture. So it's very normal for me to like Dominican culture because it's my culture as well. Okay, so anyway, so that's why I'm called the African Dominican. And I know some of you out there are probably saying there's no such thing as African Dominican. Well, yes, there is. Looking at one right now. And also an African Dominican can be a child or an adult whose parent is an African and the other parent is Dominican. For example, in my case, I have African Dominican in my family. You know, they have an African parent and a Dominican parent, which makes African Dominican, and I have that in my own family, my own flesh and blood. So yes, there's a thing called African Dominican. So you guys, please stop commenting on my video. Say you're not Dominican. I never said I was Dominican. I'm a proud African, you know. Everything comes from Africa, baby. You know, that's why I'm a proud African, you know. Hey, I'm original. It's like, that's why I'm a proud African. Why would I not be a proud African, you know? On my page, anyone who has time to read my description knows I'm African. Anybody who watches me and listens to my voice knows I'm African. I don't try to hide my Africanness because I'm a proud African. Africa is the richest continent, okay, on earth. Africa is just mismanaged, but Africa is not poor. Africa went through a lot and is still standing strong. And Africa is the future. So why would I not want to be African? Why would I want to be Dominican? I'm not trying to be Dominican. Okay, I'm just appreciating the Dominican culture, which is rooted in African culture. And also, I'm appreciating the Dominican Republic. It's a beautiful country and I love it. All right? So when you see me out there dancing to bachata, merengue, salsa, well, salsa is not Dominican. When you see me dancing to merengue, bachata, palo music, that's all love. That's all me appreciating the culture, okay, in Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic to me is part of the African diaspora. And everything I like about Dominican Republic is part of the African diaspora. I love my Africanness and everything. Even in other countries, wherever there's African diaspora, you'll see me there, okay? Because I'm a proud African. And I love to see those African vibes, you know, just those African litness, you know? Because like I said before, Dominican culture is rooted in African culture. African culture is the foundation of Dominican culture. So when you see me out there celebrating Dominican Republic, loving Dominican Republic, loving Dominicans, I'm loving my people, okay? I'm loving my culture through Dominican Republic. So it's fine, all right? It's all love. So you trolls, I know you love me. You have this love-hate with me, but it's okay. I understand it is what it is, you know, but just know that I love Dominican Republic. I love Dominicans, all shades of Dominicans, okay? I love their culture, and I'm not Dominican. I never said I was, and I'm making it clear again. I'm a proud African, okay? But I love their culture, and I dance to the music really well. And I really believe that Dominican Republic called me, you know? Imagine me being born in Africa, going around the world, and then just finding out about Dominican Republic. A lot of Africans do not know about Dominican Republic, so you guys should be grateful that an African is out there pushing Dominican culture and country to the world. You know, it's all love. All right. This video is aimed at educating all of us on intellectual property and why you should give people credit for their work. El Dotol Nastra took my video and put it on his page on Instagram, and it went viral and did not credit me. It's like, why would a big celebrity with 2.2 million followers on Instagram alone just take another content creator's video and upload it on their page without even giving them credit? You know, that's intellectual property theft. I was like, what the Alofoke is this guy doing? Just taking my work like that, not even giving me credit. Like, what's up? ¿Qué pasa? You know? It was irritating, it was annoying just because of what I put into making that video. You know, all I could have gotten was a little, you know, credit, like tag me, African Dominican, you know. And also El Dotol Nastra, he's a content creator. He has a big YouTube channel with 1.24 million subscribers, right? So he creates content. And I'm just saying, he would not like if somebody takes his content that he creates and somebody takes and then uploads it on their channel and I even give him credit. If I do that, I know he'll come for me. If I just go to El Dotol Nastra's page or Alofoke's page and I take their videos and re-upload them on my social media pages and not credit them or remove their watermarks, I know they'll come for me, you know? Or maybe they'll come for me because I'm so small. But I know they will not be happy. If my video blows up and goes viral, I know they're not going to be happy. They're going to probably strike it. They're going to report me for intellectual property. But I'm not going to do that mostly because it's Joanna's work on the video. Because I like the fact that they're being promoted. They're great dancers. Check them out, They didn't get any mention on the video either, but at least people who were commenting on the video mention their name, so they're able to get at least some credit, and I'm happy for that because I love work on Joanna. They are great people and they deserve their recognition, so I'm really happy about that, And also Keloke Bachata Adventure is getting promotion indirectly too because it was their event, it's a very good event. But I just didn't like the fact that my work was disregarded. Nobody knew I produced that video, and people need to understand that you can't do that. It's not okay to do that. It's not okay to take somebody's work and upload it on your social media platforms and not give the owner any credit. It's not right. It's unethical. It's unprofessional. And right now that video, in less than a week, is almost at 1 million views. And I'm sure by the time you see this video, it'll be over 1 million views or even close to it. The video went viral instantly. People need to understand that as content creators, we go through a lot of work and sacrifice to make our videos, and it kind of like feels like a big disrespect when someone just takes your work. That video wasn't done for free. Yeah, it might be a free video for everybody to watch and be entertained, but do you know what I went through to make that video? Let me tell you, okay? That video was taken at the Keloke Bachata Adventures event in Dominican Republic in Bonao, I live in the USA, Washington DC, okay? I took a trip, a vacation to Dominican Republic where this video was recorded. And mind you, it's not cheap to fly to Dominican Republic. My ticket alone cost me over $900 USA just to fly to Dominican Republic was a return ticket. And then, the hotel, food, accommodation was also another whole totally different fee because I went through the Keloke Bachata Adventures trip, which cost a lot of money. It's not a cheap adventure trip, so I spent money just to go on this trip. FM, the Keloke Bachata Adventures fee, child care expenses because I have kids, I have minor kids, and then think about the time that I took from my job. Yes, I get PTO, paid time off. That's still an expense because I used to have my PTO. And if you don't have PTO, you don't get paid to go on these trips. Good thing I have benefits, but if you don't have benefits from work and take a trip like this, you're going for those days without getting paid. So just think about it. There's so many expenses involved in traveling internationally. Flight tickets are not cheap. Food, accommodation, entertainment is not cheap. It's worth the money, but it's not cheap. And then you think about childcare if you have kids like me, you have to pay somebody to take care of the kids, right? And then also the time that I spend to record, the equipment that I use, my expensive phone, my GoPro as well. And then the time I took to edit, even if it's a short clip video, I still have to edit it to make sure it's perfect. Using my brain to see, how people can better enjoy this video. That's all my work. That's intellectual property. And then the time that I took to upload it on my Instagram, TikTok, and other social media, YouTube. So all those things, time is money, flying is money, entertainment for accommodation costs money. This is not free production, This trip along Dominican Republic, I spent over $4,000 on this trip. Over $4,000 US to go on this trip, right? And just people just take my work like I didn't spend any money on this trip. It's a little bit insulting, And it's not just about the money. Like, I don't do this for money. I do this for the fun of it. I do this because I love dance. I love creating content. But I'm just saying, you out there who are watching our content, who are sharing our content, please do not take somebody's content from their page, knowing that it's their page, especially when their watermark is on it. Do not take their content and re-upload it somewhere else and remove their watermark because you are stealing their content. And this production was not free. Oh, and also another thing that I didn't mention, I try to tag myself in the comment section, like, oh, thank you for posting my video. My name is African Dominican. I'm the creator of this video. Thank you for sharing it with a bigger audience. I appreciate that. But I couldn't comment on this video because the comments were limited. I don't know why they were limited, but they were limited. So I couldn't comment at all. I couldn't add my name. Another thing that I have to mention is that so when I found out that he took my video without my permission and put it on his page, I didn't make a scene. I didn't bash him. I went ahead and made a story about it on my IG, and I tagged him to the story, you know. And then I was hoping that he would reshare my story. It's a way to give me credit, but he did see my story, and I'm showing you all these things on the screen. As you can see on the screen, he saw my story, but he did not reshare it. Nor did he respond like, "Oh, this is your video, okay, and I'm sorry I didn't tag you, I didn't give you credit, but I'm gonna share it so at least you can get some credit." No, he didn't do none of that. And I'm sure he gets tagged in so many stories on social media, but I don't think he sees every story. But he saw my story, so he knows I'm out there. So from a content creator to a content creator, I thought at least he will understand, you know, that, you know what, this girl spent time, money, sacrifices to make this video. I didn't just walk across the street and start recording. I took a whole trip to Dominican Republic, you know. I made sacrifices, spent a lot of money. A lot of work goes into producing this content for you guys to enjoy, be entertained, laugh, be merry. When I share people's videos on social media, I keep their watermarks on there. If I take it from TikTok, I don't remove anything. I just share it as it is. If I upload it on my social media, I'm uploading exactly how I got it from TikTok. I leave the watermark on it so those people can get their credits, their work, you know. I have nothing against El Dotol Nastra, and I'm not upset. This video is more of an awareness campaign, you know. No hard feelings, nothing against you. I just have to make this video. It's an educational tool. You know, you're a content creator, I'm a content creator, so I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from, so that people can think about what us small content creators go through to create content. You know, we make sacrifices. So it's not about bashing El Dotol Nastra. It's not at all. I actually respect him. You know what? I'm gonna make a short clip of this video and put it exactly where El Dotol Nastra took my other video. Maybe you'll see it that way. You'll be like, wait, new video talking about me? Oh yeah, I gotta take this video and re-upload it on my channel. Woo, we got jokes around here. By the way, that's my story for today. Tell me what you think about this story. Do you think El Dotol Nastra was wrong in the way he handled this whole thing with my video? Do you think I was wrong in the way I'm handling it right now? Alright guys, thanks for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, leave your comments below and let me know what you thought about this video. Do you agree with what I said? Do you agree with what El Dotol Nastra did? Just leave your thoughts below, alright? Thank you so much for watching, and God bless.